welcome back to another Film Friday episode. For this episode, I'm going to be talking about Please Stand By, which I actually saw only pretty recently, but I thought it was really well done and I really liked it. So the movie is about an autistic girl living in a care facility somewhere near San Francisco. And she is super into Star Trek, especially Spock, since he's an alien who has a hard time understanding human emotions. And for anyone who's seen the show, it's very clear that it's not because Spock doesn't want to understand people or connect to them at all. It's just because understanding emotions and how humans interact is very foreign to him because, well, he's an alien, but I think with Spock, later in the next generation with the Data, they really were seen as like autistic representations in popular culture. A lot of people with autism feel that their autistic tendencies make them an alien and that they don't really connect well with other people or they have a hard time doing so. So anyway, she feels really connected to Spock for those reasons. And then she finds out that there's a contest to write a screenplay about Star Trek and send it to Paramount Pictures for a chance to win 100,000, I think it was. So she's got her screenplay written and everything, but the deadline to turn it in is only a couple days away, and she knows that if she puts it in the mail, it won't get there in time. So she decides to sneak out of her care home and travel to Los Angeles to deliver her script directly to Paramount Pictures. And along the way, things happen where she has to confront some of the things that are really triggering for her. And she meets some people who are really nice and others who try and take advantage of her. And other people who don't really fit into either of those. They're just trying to do their job. I really liked this movie because I don't think her portrayal as someone with autism was way over exaggerated like it usually is in movies. Like Sheldon Cooper was in The Big Bang Theory, where he was overly arrogant and narcissistic, and he was just downright rude to people sometimes. People with autism can seem like they're being a little mean to people at times, but it's usually on accident where they just didn't know that that wasn't a proper thing to say to someone. Something that I do struggle with is sensory overload issues, which they barely touched on in the movie. I kind of wish they did that a bit more. Which for me is definitely something that I struggle with. Even small noises can cause me to get up and leave room in frustration and probably not be able to do what I came there to do in the first place. Another thing I found really relatable was how adamant she was that she follows all the rules. Like, she was really adamant that she wasn't gonna cross the street unless the crosswalk symbol had the sign of the person walking flashing. And I just thought, oh my goodness, I do that a lot too. So those were a few things that I really liked about the movie. And also, I love Star Trek, and I'm actually in the middle of my screenwriting class right now, so it just felt more close to home that way. So I hope you like this episode of Film Fridays. I think I have one or maybe two more left. So I'll see you again next week for another one.